Greetings, salutations. What's up, family? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to catch a little bit of Brian 80s Drew. I mean, we be watching, man. We be watching. What's up, Marvin? What's up, little baby? Hey, man. I see you, Teresa. Teresa. Um, Good times over here, right? No news is not necessarily good news, right? Trying to change my background a little bit. I found a different background, and so we gonna make sure we got that. But overall, right? What's up, JC? You got to post the job for somebody to take the job, right? We started some good trouble today. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna definitely start some good trouble. I'll talk about some things that's going on early hollow. No games played on this one. But you already know what's up, what it's always gonna be. Fangs Up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
Again, greetings and salutations. Good to see everybody here, man. Yeah, we got to get rid of the white background, man. I got the black ready. I'm just trying to see did it make it over in the email. If not, I'm gonna back channel it. But yeah, they changed the backgrounds on a guy, and yeah, I don't love the white background. I think the black background fits a little better with what we do, right? But job posted, question mark. Question marks there for a reason. Partially because for those who haven't paid attention, hadn't been noticing, there's a certain coaching job that is definitely available. Um, I don't know about you, but I'm waiting. I'm definitely waiting. So we're gonna see has it made it up there yet. So, but yeah, man, yeah, we're gonna keep that there to keep from what the children say crashing out. But before we get there, the Rattler Boosters always in need of your support. If you will, feeling so inclined, definitely join the team behind the team. Y'all know I am an avid supporter and lover of the Rattler Boosters and just in general, man. Like, I think they're amazing. So, been a Rattler Booster for a long time. Shout out to the new administration. I do know we have a new group coming in here to take over and run the ship. Shout out to the good noob, Selvin Cobb. But all good things must come to an end, and the Cobb administration has ended, and now we're under the Ainsley administration. So, wishing the best for him, man. Hoping some good things. What's up, look, you're supposed to. What's up, Ashton? Hey, man. Yeah, as y'all can hear, I'm finally not all up there, man. What up, fam? I see. I was thinking they're getting that paperwork right. I'm hoping so. I know I gotta start some trouble on this one though. Because yeah, we can't let you slide on that. Like some things got to be addressed, man. So and that's just me. Like I can't let everything slide. I can let a lot of things slide though. Like maybe it's a whole law school, so that should be a problem. Could it? No, I don't even know right there, man. What's up, man? Look, I see you, Harris. I see you over there. Someone good will apply. I have faith. And I agree. I agree with you. Hey, let's gotta get this up there though, man. That's my coach. That's my coach. And I don't say that in tongue in cheek. I definitely say that wholeheartedly, man. I had Coach Wiggins as a instructor when I was at FAMU, so she was amazing, and I loved her class. I loved her as a teacher, but I love the fact that she was who she was. Like she was very direct. She talked trash. One of the best professors I've ever had. I'll say it like that, man. So that was my coach, man. So there we go. I like that background. I'll run with that for now until I get the one I want going up there. So congratulations, coach. And y'all know we gotta shout out the track team. But this we're gonna hit a little different today, man. Like for a couple reasons. I ain't even told coach yet. But I will say this kid, I can vouch for the kid. I can definitely vouch for the kid. But before I vouch for the kid, let me go ahead and make sure I celebrate the player we currently got. FAMU track team, if you are so inclined, make a slight donation, right? Scan right there. That is definitely how you get that going, right? So definitely want to encourage everyone to do that. I'm trying to make sure, trying to do something on the back end here. So just want to make sure that we are good to go there, right? So as y'all can see, I'm kind of making a quick update and a change to something because I'm not feeling something and I gotta fix it, man. Like one of the downsides of having things that bother you is that you can't let some stuff slide. And this one of those ones, can't let it slide. Now I will say for this one at home. Congratulations, Zaya Scott, Wakiva High School. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This one hit different because I was her track coach when she was in middle school. I saw the name, I was like, I know that kid. And I saw the face, I'm like, I kind of recognize the face. And it's obviously I had her many moons ago. So I think this was right before COVID when she was on our track team at Lockhart Middle School. So to see her coming over to the highest of Seven Hills touched my heart because I was like, I remember that kid. And so pretty solid family. Zaya was one of those kids where I never really had any discipline issues with her. Cause so I was her coach and I was her teacher. So um that one does my heart well. Like so just wanted to make sure one, congratulations, but that one that one hit a little different because I was like, that's one of my kids. That ain't just some kiddo off the street. Like I taught her. So and not only did I teach her, I was her track coach too, man. So I am absolutely positively getting old. Like that's definitely what that means. So congratulations, Zaya, senior at Wakava. I was like, I remember when. So to kind of see that and get that from one of my former kiddos, there we go. All right. I like that background. I had to fix it, man. Y'all didn't know I got like multiple Fangs Up backgrounds. Um, but yeah, so one of my former students, Zaya Scott, and I looked at the face. Yeah, she didn't have the piercing. She didn't have the tattoo when she was my student, but good family, sweet kid, man. All of them was athletes, though. Like she had a little cousin that was athlete too, man. So not little, but you know, just saying. His Colonel Joe made a compelling case at the last OSG that made a brother dig deep, even during Christmas. Okay, so again, welcome Zaya to the family, man. I'm proud, So as an old man, I get to be the proud guy over here, man. So also basketball. The girls got UF on Wednesday. It's 3 o'clock. Somebody asked me, was I going? I told them no. And then I looked at my work schedule and I told them no again. So it doesn't fit my work schedule. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I don't know how I feel right now, man. Like I know, go there to support the kids and all that stuff, but man, I get tired of watching us lose. Like that's I'm sorry. That bothers me just as a fan. And you can say it's wrong. I'm indifferent. But sometimes I got to go in the arena with some hope. UF is not one of those arenas. Like that's when I come in there. It's like, yeah, we about to get Hayes, man. So that FAMU Avengers graphic together. Okay, okay. Hey, okay, okay. I'm about to do that. I'm trying to, find a way to do that and not get sued. But it's just, yeah, give me some time on that. Probably might just be like a script thing. But we'll see about that, man. Little baby said I'm just here so I don't get fined. I mean, for me, I can't do that, man. I Now basketball, Albany State tomorrow. I need a dub. I need Albany State to bring somebody with them on the bus and leave them here too. But we'll get that in a minute. Then Wednesday, they got JU, so there's a potential for a little win streak here. It could be 2 games or 3 games, but you got some potential wins that are here. So I'm here for it. My pom poms over there. I can't cut up the fool like I did the other day, but for the Celebration Bowl, Tashay and I were right. I told y'all my points were off. I had South Carolina State by 20. They didn't win by 20, but they won. I never vacillated in my support for them in this game. For me, there is no conference unity, whatever thing. Um, who do you think is gonna win? That's where I come from. So it's not a who I was pulling for. I was also pulling for. I didn't care. I wanted a good game, but once it got close to the end, I wanted to be right. And so South Carolina State was a good game, a lot of fun, man. So hey, look, I want you to look, baby. Um, Now I will say, for the FAMU coaching search, I got a bone to pick with a lot of people. Okay, maybe not a lot of people, probably like 3 or 4 people, and I don't know your names. If you look, and hopefully, you never know, the job may have been posted and taken down. But if you look on the FAMU jobs website, ain't no posting for a football coach. You can go look. I give you a few minutes. It's like you can go to Google, type of FAMU jobs. It'll take you to the HR page. Scroll down a little bit, look for externals, click there. There's like 2 athletic jobs. They're both for like athletic trainers. Ain't no posting for no head coach. Got a problem with that. Because you fired the head coach. How we gonna get a new coach if you ain't posted for it? Like, do you have to post it? You should. So to answer your question, little baby, not really. Is it good CYA at a school like FAMU and any others to post that job online? Yes. Just because everything's done in sunshine and everything's clear. Now, the other problem I read Marvin's statement again. It don't mention that we're going to be looking for a coach immediately. I get it. It's semantics. It's leaning in a little bit closer to the nerd side than normal, right? But it's that part of covering your butt that's important. And sometimes we don't do enough to cover our butt. Like I've said this before, the state of Florida will teach you how to game the system. When it comes to hiring, I remember when I worked at FAMU, I had no experience as a hiring manager. I managed people, but I was never the hiring manager. When I went to FAM, I had a hiring manager responsibility in there. They taught me how to interview people. FSU had actually already taught me how to do interview questions. So I, dig the dog and pony show with FAMU so I could get the official training and get like refreshed so I could learn the FAMU way of doing it. But then they also taught you kind of the HR parts of this. And this is my part. I hate the procrastination of this. Like, I understand the new athletic director starts on January 5th. I don't care. We should be naming a coach on Friday at the latest. Like, I'm just saying, I fall inside of doing things the right way, especially in these times. Exactly. When it comes to a place like FAMU, we know the lights are a little bit brighter on the highest of 7 hills. Do it the right way, even when nobody's looking. That's what we were all taught as kids. Like, I understand. I jokingly hit that Young Jeezy line. There's only one rule, pimping. Don't get caught. But I also understand if I consistently do things the right way, whether you're looking or not, what does it make it easy to not do? Get caught. Because the one time I don't do it the right way, man, why you do it the right way? Man, I was in a hurry. Yeah, you normally do it the right way. You good today. Don't do it no more though. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what's up, Troy? For me, when it comes to this, in any position like this, especially with FAMU, follow the basic protocol because there's no announcement saying that we'd be looking for a coach immediately. You just hearing the stuff from the street committee, just like me and you. Like, to the point to where you have people who cover FAMU who have inside information. Shout out to Brian Fulford, who literally was like, hey, I had to contact this person and say where your source was because I ain't heard that. And then Brian kind of like, hey, man, yeah, nah. Like, thank you, Troy. Like, it's state job. And unlike the UFs and the Florida States of the world, UF, the athletic department only pays to a certain amount of their coach's salary. Whatever our coach gets, it's all coming from athletics. It's all coming from the university. Ain't the boosters are going to contribute, but they're not going to pay his salary the way that you see Seminole boosters and the UF boosters and the UCF folks pay their coaches because we ain't got it like that. So for me, my big stuff when I'm looking at this, because I see the games we got coming, right? And we promise y'all, we're going to get these call lines rolling in 2026. There's a certain way you got to make sure you go about doing everything. And at FAMU, especially when we see who's being added to the board of trustees, we see who's being done, we see that, connections matter, right? You got to make sure you're doing stuff the right way because, as Hollow pointed out, governor's looking. But not just the governor's looking. People, other places are looking. And we got to start thinking about the aspect of a lot of ways and a lot of reasons we have a lot of laws because somebody got sued. And a lot of times we act like people don't sue FAMU every day for stuff. Like, if a coach who was interested in this job, maybe they weren't qualified, maybe they're looking for a check, and all of a sudden they come out here and decide that they want to sue FAMU, they could go back to the state law and say, well, you ain't posted this job for X amount of time. Like, I can tell you certain organizations. I can tell you, okay, Greek letter organizations. We just had a call. Forgot the Sisters Magazine, doing an interview over there. And shout out, it was the AKA, it was a Delta and an Omega. They had all served as presidents of their organizations chapter wise. And they were all saying at the graduate level, it's a business. We have to function like a business. FAMU has to function like a business. And in this case, the job should have been posted already ago. Like, and I'll give you the play. This is how you play the game. Like, this is how you should have got it. Call last coming, yes. Not call louder proud voice. I mean, you can call for to get hired, but by that time, it won't matter. um, but this is what should have happened, right? Y'all know, told y'all, with Fangs Up, it's always trying to find a solution, right? The problem was, or is, we don't have a coach. We have players who are getting recruited. Like, don't get it twisted. And in the last couple of days, notice who's been recruiting the players. It ain't Henry Burris. So he already know what time of day it is. Will he be there? Maybe. Chances are, though, it's going to be whoever's offering them. The players are telling you, look, what Troy said, God's trying to tell you something. The players are trying to tell you something too. Burris might not be there. I would like him there, me personally. So yeah. I'm laughing at the comments over here. This is how it should have been done, though. Coles got fired Monday. We did the big show. Everybody's on there. We doubled down and did the in review with the ONG Strike Zone. We extended their show for another hour. So they be running till 10. We finished like 11:30, right? That's definitely on us. But Wednesday, the job should have been posted online. It should have said, hey, jobs posted online. But on top of that, even in Marva's letter stating that she was relieving him of his duties, it should have included effective immediately. We're going to be looking for a new coach. Common sense is common sense. I agree. I understand that. But we've seen a lot of legal cases get lost because of common sense. In this case, there is nothing out there from the university and from most outlets that says effective immediately per X person at FAMU, the job is open. I'm just saying. Did I watch? I did not. I saw how it ended though. I was so proud. Like, I'm a North Florida guy. I have nothing against South Florida, but Duval's closer than so I was definitely pulling at Reigns, and Reigns has a special place in my heart for other reasons too. So, but yeah, Ichiban. And then shout out to Lake Mary. Those kids, that game was a great finish. But again, this should have been the play. Marv released a statement, inner statement, effective immediately. FAMU's looking for a coach. Why? Because all of a sudden, that opens it up to say, hey, y'all looking for a coach. Bang. That's all right. If you need to apply, email X. You can give them a fake email for all I care. And you can say the job will be posted by this date. Wednesday, the job should have been posted online. Also, Wednesday, contact the person you're actually going to hire, not you, a secretary. That's how it's always done. Like, again, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. My child she turns 15 in 6 days. I've been working for the state of Florida as a full-time employee for 14 years plus. You can figure out why I had to go get me a job, right? I've been officially working for the state of Florida. Oh gosh, almost 20 years. So I know the game. I know the game a little bit. Like, how long did UF wait? Not that long. But they also fired that man in the season. We kept Cozy the whole year. The National Signing Day is coming. So that way, again, in Marva's letter, looking for a coach. Wednesday, post a job. Friday, you've already contacted your top 3 through a secretary. It can be anybody. It just can't be somebody that's going to be on the selection process and say, hey, we'd really like for you to apply for this job. Monday, you have your interviews. That way, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you gave 3 days. You should give five. Five is always your suggested number. But a lot of times the university fam used to let us slide with giving people 3 days. So then they do. Literally during that process, the person you want to hire does their background check. He already works at a state university, so it's probably already clear. But him and the other 3 or 4, so that you could have 4 or 5, have already done their background checks. They've been cleared. So literally, Wednesday or Friday of this week, you would be naming your football coach. That's how you play the game. I don't know why we don't play the game, because it's easy. You do it every day. Like, we're sitting over here. Granted, yes, you watch Celebration Bowl, all this other stuff. Congratulations, South Carolina State. But how we not playing the game? Like, I'm just asking the questions. Hey, look, Reigns QB had a FAMU emblem. Yeah, he committed to FAMU. Oh no, that's a thing. You seen Chaminade Madonna? All their players, any place these kids are committing to, they put the helmet stickers on. And I'll be honest, as a football coach, I support it. Like, I'm here for it because that's free advertising for my university. And then on the other side, as a high school coach, that's advertising for your high school saying we get kids to college. So I'm just saying, like, I think he's coming on through, man. I forgot the most important, all the HBCUs playing drafted. I left out one part. Shout out to all the fall grads I witnessed. Hey, man, I told y'all, man. When it came to that graduation, I enjoyed it. I've been reposting those kids' stuff, and I put congratulations on that first. I don't just steal their stuff, but I'll repost it on Instagram because it's so exciting, right? It's inspirational, right? Uh, Hollow says, "This fam, you expect none of this in a timely manner. They like to procrastinate. They do, and for me, that's the problem. Like, because this could have been done already ago. Like, you should not. I ain't gonna say you shouldn't play with this, right? Because we all know, right, that more than likely you're hiring Quinn Gray. Like, Troy been dropping smoke signals. Like, the paper smoke has been here. Like, you've had on 4 accounts national media people say Quinn Gray's been hired. He's been offered a job. So at this point, who you fooling? Like, we know some people were up there at Albany State. Important people. I ain't gonna say no names because I ain't no snitch like that. But we know who you are. The streets have already told on you. We know other schools have approached Quinn for opportunities. You fired your coach. Like, why are you playing games? Like, I promise you, I'm so sick of I'll be sure. I'm sick of being I'll be sure. Like, why you want to play your games on me? Like, I'm serious. Why you want to play? Because you keep playing, and we all grown. We all adults. And we know how people are. You keep playing in my face long enough, I will show you better. I can tell you. I'll take a job versus waiting on a job. Like, I know me personally. Hey, you offer me opportunity, it ain't showing up and materializing. Man, I might be okay to stay where I'm at, even though I don't want to be there. Like, or, or I'll take another opportunity somewhere else because I know that's there. Like, as hopefully said, hopefully we getting both white and green paper right. I agree. Oh, Chucky Booker, thank you. Look, I appreciate it. His Jerry curl didn't curl right. That's why I thought I'll be sure. I appreciate it. You right. You right. He was always a little suspect. Respectfully, no disrespect, but he a little suspect. Look, I was small. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. But in this case, like I do feel like as a fan, you're toying with us. Like the university offices are gonna close in a couple days. Why can't we get the paperwork going on this? Like Monday, 8 o'clock, the job needs to be posted. Or have your committee have a statement saying and that you're doing this in process. Like this typical fan, they go hire you. I'm just saying, like, why? And I guess I've been with FAMU too long, right? I've been too low on these rattlers. And I've also worked for these rattlers. So I know the game. I just need you to play the game. Like, offer him the job. Do your customary 3 interviews. If you got to call Billy Roll and somebody on the staff, which at this point, give Coach Burris an interview, make it a real one, so that on his resume, he can put that he was offensive coordinator, he was the acting head coach, and that he applied for the job. Because all of a sudden, when he goes other places, oh, you applied for the FAMU job? Yep. And I was the head coach for a while. Oh, okay. Does it matter how long? No. Just like when you was an operation manager for 3 days. Like, just put on your resume, doc. It's literally it's something to pad your stats. Just like y'all talk about RJ stats. This is a stat pattern. You can pad your stats. Once you get for that next job out there, you're golden. I think that's what you do. But at a certain place, and y'all, everyone in the chat is saying, when we, the FAMU lead, are sitting up here saying that we know you're gonna drag your behind, like at this point, if you'd asked me, when they asked me, I was like, oh man, I thought we'd get a coach by Friday. Man, I'm looking at the tea leaves right now. I'm like, J5. We need a new athletic director and a new coach on the same day. It's some bull. Like, because that means for the next 20 plus days, we got to listen to folks crash out. And it's just going to frustrate the fan base. Like, why do you make the coaching selection earlier? It's so that you bring the fan base back. Income tax time is coming for some of y'all. Season tickets, y'all, that renewal letter's coming in the mail. You know, it's a real good look. Quinn Gray up there holding the football, holding the helmet, talking about how great FAMU is and how he's looking forward to seeing you. Glad to be back home with Bragg. We're going to bring it back. That looks great. That's good advertising. That's easy advertising. That's something you can sell. I can't sell you something where it's like, oh man, we hadn't got started yet. Because now what you're starting to do, you're building in excuses. Like with Colsey's first season, he wasn't wrong when he was like, y'all ain't gonna give me 4 years to fix this. Like, I got to do what I got to do in this amount of time. It wasn't an excuse. It was true. If you go ahead and have a coach by Friday, that means, okay, you got Christmas break to move and get situated. You already live Tallahassee. We already know this. You live in Tallahassee. You coach in Tallahassee. Your kids go to school in Tallahassee. Your wife lives in Tallahassee. So you don't need to move. But that also gives you that break to get your staff. January 1, your staff's already here. Matter of fact, hey, you can bring on your staff and start onboarding. So that way, when criminal break hit, they've looked at houses, they've picked out their neighborhoods. They don't know if they know if they want to live in Killarn, if they want to live in Golden Eagle. They can't afford that, but that's fine. They can live them dreams they want to. They can live in J. the Park. It don't matter. But you have all that time to get rid of the family foolishness of where we're gonna live, what we're gonna do. I gotta move stuff. I gotta move that. It's the logistics of this. Like the benefit of hiring a coach over and during Christmas break is everybody on break. He on break, his wife on break, the kids on break, his side piece that he don't want to claim on break. Like he can get her situated. Like, hey, baby, it's over. I'm sorry. I gotta move. Or hey, you the new number one. You the girl. Like, however you need to figure this out, you can. But when you shucking and jiving like this, you coming back and things in disarray already. Hey man, look, it's over the break, man. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, bro. New coach can live in the president's mansion. I mean, Winter Garden, that's the wrong side. Winter Park, that's towards east side. Winter Garden, it's on the best side of Orlando, West Orange County. I need a disclaimer. I'll just tell the truth. Like, you're wasting time. And as Troy mentioned, you're missing a huge opportunity for marketing. Because guess what? You could have a whole picture of Quinn Gray with a Christmas hat. Buy your 2026, 2027 season tickets. You could have all kind of stuff already set to go. Have him, Earl Holmes. Look, this would be a great way to bring Earl Holmes back. Not on staff, but bring it back to FAMU and say, hey, man, bygones be bygones. Let's make amends. We know we fired you at the homecoming, but we sorry. Like, we're missing opportunities, and it's just like you really have to start to see like we got a shot in this because look, leads to the toss up between Prairie View and Jack State because neither one of them is getting past Southern. I don't think if they don't beat the next season. You think Marshall Falk will be that good? I got to see it. I'll say it like this. Chennis Berry said what I've been selling for the last little longest. There's good coaches in the SWAC. They're good coaches that got it out the mud. And I think that last part was the part I was really on. There's good coaches that got it out the mud. Let's call a spade a spade. That was a solid coaching effort. Like, you think they're gonna sell in the air, coach? I don't know they're gonna sell in an hour. I think they're gonna go for last season. But I do see it's gonna be interesting. Like, and I think the other piece of this is again, the benefits you get with Quinn that you don't get with a lot of other coaches. Relationship, proximity, XYZ in the third, right? But you've already got that established, right? Like he's showing some success. He gets to bring back the locker room, those that he wants. Because if you're waiting until after Christmas break, you're also pushing back the exit interviews. Because, yeah, they had exit interviews with Colsey, but Colsey exited too, respectfully, of course. They now need to have an onboarding interview with Quinn Gray, where he's like, he looks at their stats. He's already done that. More than likely. I can't speak for him. Bring back Haley. Bring back Jefferson. Bring back Chet. I'm good on RJ. I don't dislike RJ. I think he's gonna get real frustrated if what we all think and what's very likely to happen happens at the quarterback position, where Quinn brings in that guy that he had last year with him. I think You get a real competition this year, though. Like, I think you get a real quarterback competition this year. Excuse me. I told y'all it's there, but it ain't all there. Because I think the best man is going to fight for it. You have somebody that have definite advantage, but that also means it's a step up in competition. And you got two quarterbacks who have some game experience, but you also are going to have a coach who's looking at his quarterback room and is like, yeah, the floor got elevated a lot. And I was coaching around some stuff, and I don't have to coach around that anymore. Like, we talk about how good their quarterback was, but there were times when Quinn was coaching around talent. You don't have to coach around talent either way, but it's just when you delay this process, you delay the evaluation process, you delay that recruiting process. You start thinking about it. You have Jefferson has not hit the portal, right? So far, he's solid. Jets hit the portal. RJ's hit the portal. If camp started tomorrow, Tyler Jefferson's your only quarterback. Just saying. And I think he fits Quinn's system okay. Like, just saying. So now the running back room. Haley's in the portal. Bose looks like he's in the portal. I don't know if it's official or not, but I haven't seen the film. I haven't seen the hey kind of holler at me. So what you gonna do with that? Like, because if you don't come till January, that's 20 days. Other schools have been talking to him. You ain't talked to me in 20 days because you couldn't. That ain't your fault. But guess what? You still ain't talked to me in 20 days. Like, Wilshire, portal. Ace seems solid. That's about it for the receiver room. Goldie's in the portal. Tight end, Campbell in the portal. Like, Ritter, Forrest in the portal. Like, offensive line kind of looks okay. Like, I know my boy for Dr. Phil is pretty much seemed like he's solid. He's back. But start going down that line and going down that list. You start seeing a lot of your very important players are in the portal. And this was not a team that was devoid of talent. It was devoid of quality coaching. I mean, I think we can say that in a safe space, right? Like, it wasn't that the coach didn't care. I will never say that. I feel like coach cared. I feel like what coach failed to do was what we asked him to do early on, at least me. And again, I did listen to that post game from Chennis Berry. I didn't get to catch Jackson's. I want to go back and look and see if that's available. One of the things he said was I focus on one side of the ball. And it shocked me because I didn't see that out of him. I didn't know that about him. He's an offensive guy. I thought he was a defensive guy. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm an offensive guy, offensive line." And I just told defense, give me the ball back. So you didn't go over there and try to coach? Huh. So you just let the defensive coordinator do his job. Cool. Offensively, didn't hear him say about like running play calls. Like, you could tell he met with people, but he never mentions like, I called this play, I called that play, I called this play, I called that play. So you were a CEO coach. This is what we were asking for. It's what we needed. In today's system, Willie is probably the end of that lineage of offensive coordinator, head coach, quarterback coach, blah. Because even going back to recruiting, he didn't give up the recruiting responsibilities, but he outsourced it. Hey, I can do all these things, but I can't do everything. I think I'll say this about Colsey. He tried to do too much. At a certain point, you have to delegate responsibilities. I don't know if he did a great enough job delegating responsibilities. And I think that the end product showed that on the field. And in this case, even with a Quinn Gray, I think he's going to come in with a little bit of that Willie Simmons of I can be the offensive coordinator and the head coach. I don't know if I see him wearing all three hats: offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, head coach. Thank you. Micromanaging. I don't think you're going to get that because we already see, like, look at the system. Look at what's taking place. Look at what's kind of going on at Albany. Quinn pretty much runs this offense from what we know, right? But he serves that figurehead. He's going to have additional resources at FAMU. Do I think he steps back from play calling? Not exactly. Do I think he probably embraces that figurehead a little bit more? Yeah, because that's really what you need. Like, and look, I'm trying to get it to EA. My bad. Here we go. This is why we have to have a scope of hiring coaches who can get good coordinators and have the staff budget to allow it. If not, exactly. I agree. And I think when you're looking at a program like a FAMU, right, you have to understand the culture of FAMU. I say this all the time, we're fickle. But you also have to understand, and this is for our athletic director, right? We support winners. You losing, you're gonna lose us. But with this situation, I'm gonna tell you as athletic director, all the athletic directors involved, you're losing because you're wasting time. You're wasting time by not hiring a coach. And at a time when Jackson State's vulnerable. Like, we can talk about all the results they had last year, but the transfer portal hit two ways, and it hit them too. Like, we can talk about all they got coming back. The only SWAC school that was at the top that I really haven't seen have a whole bunch of players scream they're going to the portal is Prairie View. Like, you start looking, Jackson, a lot of kids hitting the portal. It's Prairie View and Alabama State. Those are the only ones where it's like, and I think Andrew Body might be coming back. I think I saw that video. I could be wrong. So, like, let's see. Willis Simmons has said it. Coles has said it. Take care of the coaches if you want them to stay. If not, that's amazing. The FAMU, the same FIU Bethune-Cookman used to beat up on. Yeah. With less fans than you have at Bragg, which even Willie complained about. So I think when it comes to this, right, again, post a darn job or make it clear that you're making moves, because what you want to do is keep the fan base engaged, keep them exciting, and then keep them bought in. Because if you buy in, like, FAMU could be a problem. Like, just saying, it's going to be interested to see JSU. But for you, hire coaches and guarantee coaches going to win other places except JSU. Because let's kind of call a spade a spade. I think all of us said it the other night. Despite how bad this season looked, FAMU should not have lost more than 8 games, maybe 7. Oh, like, they should have had a record with. They should not have had a record with less than 7 or 8 wins. There we go. On the flip side of that, because of the transfer portal and the players that you can bring back, plus you can add from the portal, FAMU, if you hire the right person, it's an 8-win job. I'll be honest, if you kept Burris and a lot of the other people, I think Burris will win you another game. Just being honest. Like, I think it makes that kind of difference. But yeah, we should have won 8 this year and last year. Coaching cost us those, and talent simply wins. It did. I think when you look back at the talent FAMU had and the talent that graduated, right? You can't undersell Grable, Nayron, Heck, Gassett came back and finished his. Like, yeah, a lot of players graduate. You're losing a lot of talent, but you're still a attractive enough program that these players are going to want to come. And if we're being honest about it, NIL matters, especially when schools like PV are pretty much telling you it's non-existent. Like, we all know if we can build this into something, then that sorry, the fact that you have NIL, the fact you have the boosters and everything else can level the playing field to where you're one of the top 2 or 3 programs in the conference again. It's not that far away. So, but make sure we get y'all about it, right? Post a job. That's the first step. Should happen Monday morning. You ain't got to post it but for 5 minutes. Post a job. Let your people know it's open. Tell them when to apply for it. Have them or somebody apply for them, or tell them where to send their application. Give it 3 days. You post Monday, Wednesday at 5 o'clock. You shut it down. You can already say you've contacted your candidates, not telling you anything, just saying. Thursday, you can do interviews via Zoom. Friday, you can announce your coach. That's how you get this done. You get it quick, and you make it fast. Rip the Band-Aid off. And so that way, you've literally given your coach 2 weeks to recruit his talent. Like, just saying. He's talking about how they used to post them obviously interest meetings and flyers. Hey, I had nothing to do with that. I went apart. But that's how I would do it. That way, legally, you posted a job. Legally, all your people submitted their applications. And at the end of the day, you're good, man. He said TC leaves for Southern Miss. I bet he started talking about JSU. Yeah. I think if he ever left, I would say this. To me, I think a TC is different, right? I think if a TC were to leave a Jackson State, it couldn't be a Southern Miss. I don't think that's big enough. Like, on its face, are the facilities better? Slightly, but culturally, I don't think it's a better fit. I think it'd be weird to say this. I don't know if TC is a swag lifer, but I think if he's not, it's bigger than Southern Miss. I could almost see him in Stark Vegas before that, just because it's hard as heck to recruit there. Like, that's gonna be interesting though, man. But yeah, just post my took off for 30 seconds. Hey man, we already know what's up. But yeah, that's, to me, that's my solution. Because much like y'all, I'm like your boy, we're waiting. We already know who's gonna be the coach. So I'm just saying, Ed has an agent that he doesn't know. Hey man, I'm telling you, dude. Like, Ed Reed need to draw some corn around here, man. I would love him as a defense coordinator. Not the first time head coach. That don't work at FAMU. So they don't care for the PWIs in our state. They don't. That's why I was like, honestly, I think Huff, shout out to the Noob. I think he took that job that TC would want. I think that Memphis job actually is a pretty good job, especially if they could ever leave conferences. Like, I'm just saying. Uh, so, but yeah, man. Woo, Thursday. We're gonna definitely do this again, man. Don't forget, Christmas break is coming. So this Thursday, we will definitely be on Thursday, Sunday, and then we will be taking the Christmas break with the family. So, then right after the Christmas break, we're going to We might have a dry run one of those days, but we're gonna try and get these call lines going, man. We know you need to do is ask your new brother. you know, man. Look, I'm about to do something, man. Um, I heard that, man. Look, we did a whole little article about that, though, man. Ain't got nothing to do with. Ain't no Bible for no D9. It's just there. They do what they do, man. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody. Look, we're gonna look. Don't forget, basketball Monday, Wednesday, double time. So the guys play tomorrow, the ladies play Wednesday, and the guys play Wednesday. We're gonna try to see what's going on with that. And I got to reach out to Coach, man. Especially he got one of my former students on the team, man. So congratulations, Zaya Scott. That was one of my Lockhart Lancers, and now she's gonna be a FAMU Rattler. So crazy how this thing come full circle, right? All right, y'all. For everybody, HBCU Digital Network, we'll see y'all back here Thursday. Let's get some news. Y'all know we get some news. We're gonna do a special with the Avengers, and we'll try to get that going, man. But y'all already know what's up. What it's always gonna be. Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Dorsey, have it.